Dear Professor, greetings. Today we will be delving into our research and analysis on Air Canada, specifically examining the environmental influences in human resource management. Our group consists of Mohammad Ramadan and me, Rizwana Mughal. To start, I would like to provide a brief overview of Air Canada. Air Canada is the largest airline company in Canada that provides around 85 years long service both nationally and internationally. Air Canada is not just an airways company, it's the forerunner of the Canadian aviation industry. As an ambassador of Canada, Air Canada represents its value globally by promoting its brand. The awareness building program, Fly the Flag, is a part of the mission to celebrate and promote the country. Air Canada conveys the nation's history and how Canadian people sustain themselves in challenging times. Compassion, kindness, and equity are some virtues that uphold Canada and its people. Air Canada's mission is to build a service that promotes Canadian virtues, including inclusive society and equity. Our next topic is mission, vision, values. Let's discuss what Air Canada aims to achieve and what it values. We will start by looking at the vision and values. Air Canada aims to expand globally and attain a diverse customer base, and hence their core values are diversity, equity, and inclusion. Air Canada's vision is to establish itself as the best airline in the world, providing excellent customer experience and ensuring passenger satisfaction during flights through a combination of entertainment options and overall positive experience. Let's take a closer look at what Air Canada is striving to achieve with its mission. Our mission as Air Canada aims at providing financial and fundraising support to Canadian registered charities focused on improving children's health and well-being through their foundation by developing programs and other initiatives. Through our main pillars, we as Air Canada aims to help kids spread their wings. Air Canada provides wings of health by supporting pediatric hospitals, health organizations, medical transportations, and treatment. We provide wings of protection by supporting food security, child reunification, human trafficking survivors, humanitarian aid organizations, and working against poverty. We also offer Wings to Dream by supporting WISH, granting for seriously ill, physically challenged, and impoverished children. Now let's explore the current industry trends that are impacting Air Canada. There is a worker shortage right now since air travel is having a tough time with a lot of flights being cancelled or delayed. The main reason is that there aren't enough workers in the organization. More people are flying again, and the airline is struggling to hire the staff needed to fly planes, help passengers, and handle luggage. COVID-19 significantly impacted travel in Canada, leading to the implementation of various restrictions and border measures. These measures included limitations on non-essential travel, mandatory quarantine requirements, and testing protocols for incoming travelers. The rules and regulations were subject to changes based on the evolving situation affecting air travel, tourism, and international travel. Airline faced challenges such as decreased passenger numbers and flight cancellations. Automation helps Air Canada work better, but it also causes some problems. Sometimes the technology can have issues leading to flight delays. Depending too much on automation is risky when things go wrong. Employees might find it hard to get used to new technology, and it can cost a lot to set up. There's also worry about cybersecurity, which means keeping things safe online. While digitalization at Air Canada offers benefits, it comes with drawbacks. Cybersecurity risks, technical glitches, and privacy concerns about passenger data are potential issues. Dependency on technology poses challenges during failures. Employee adaptation, equity consideration, and initial cost also need attention. Proactive measures in cybersecurity and risk management are crucial to address these concerns. Air Canada is working to be more sustainable, doing things like using fuel-efficient methods and eco-friendly practices. They are also involved in programs to offset carbon emission for environmental benefits. But there are challenges, like the high cost of these sustainable practices and make sure everyone is treated fairly. Even though it's tough, it's important for Air Canada to keep trying to be environmentally friendly in the aviation industry. We would like to present the SWOT analysis for Air Canada, emphasizing its strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and trends. Strength is the internal factor of Air Canada that gives the organization a competitive edge that helps Air Canada succeed, and some of these strengths include market leadership, diverse fleet, comprehensive service offering, commitment to sustainability, and focus on customer experience. Opportunities are the external factors for Air Canada, helping them to achieve their goal and can leverage them for their strategic human resource planning. Some of these opportunities include expansion of route network, focus on emerging markets, enhancing digital capabilities, strategic partnership and alliances, and recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic.
For Air Canada, some weaknesses are the following. High cost for air travel is making people not want to pay for tickets. Jet fuel is also bad for the environment as the emission from planes are contributing to air pollution. High dependence on Canadian market making it not as enticing to those who are not in Canada or want to travel to Canada. Lastly, the season of travel is not all year round, making Air Canada have a lot of down seasons when combined with high costs of travel. Some threats for Air Canada would be the following. Competitive prices cause people to fly with cheaper companies. Travel bans like COVID-19 restricted flights due to the high rise of the virus. A change in aviation regulations can also limit the company's ability to operate. And then economic and geopolitical factors can affect the company as inflation is rising and people are struggling to afford basic needs, let alone traveling, as well as current world issues restricting travel to specific areas of the world. There are three factors impacting Air Canada, and it would be the cost of fuel. As that rises, airplane companies are increasing their prices for tickets, causing people to travel less because they cannot afford it. As mentioned before, the economic and political state of the world is also affecting air travel because people simply cannot afford plane tickets, or things like the current war in the Middle East causing some unsafe travel or travel restrictions. Lastly, the world is in a climate crisis, and air travel is only contributing to that crisis as airplanes affect air pollution heavily. We have seen things recently such as floodings that can affect airports, making them unable to operate, as well as the notorious weather delays most people experience when flying. A scenario that can emerge in the next 5 years is that inflation can affect the amount of traveling due to the rising price of plane tickets. The best case scenario is Air Canada can negotiate with suppliers for better deals for jet fuel and facility machinery while still maintaining quality service to ensure the best for the customers, as well as implementing new pricing strategies or conducting customer surveys to find out what the customers want with their plane ticket to combat the competitive world of plane tickets. The worst case scenario is simply that no one can afford to fly. It is always important for businesses to plan strategically and have HR at the table for every decision being made, as HR is well versed in all aspects of the company. Air Canada should do the following to plan for success. For Air Canada to plan for success, they should focus on price management by conducting job analysis to find ways to cut costs around the workplace, or maybe create an overtime plan for employees to avoid the cost of hiring new staff. Another way could be utilizing the team of talent acquisitions to help find skillful individuals that would contribute to the success of the company, as well as being able to identify the skills needed in specific departments to ensure those being hired are the best choice for the company. Lastly, planning for the worst is important, but hopefully it never happens. One way to plan for the worst is to make sure that if people in leadership roles are sick or unable to work for any reason, there's someone available to take over with ease to ensure a smooth transition. Another way would be working with the accounting team and always having a clear understanding of where Air Canada is standing financially is also very important to avoid any financial hardship for the company. Lastly, focusing on the other two methods I explained is another way to ensure the company is successful. If airplane tickets prices drop, customers will buy them and choose Air Canada over most airlines. If the best people for the job are being hired and trained, all Air Canada must do is ensure their retention. This is how Air Canada can plan for our success. And that is all for our presentation. Thank you very much.